Hi, I'm Raymond, and I'm going to show you a trick on shutting your sliding door to make it easy. I actually saw it online. I'm trying to share it with you, and then I'm going to show you a modification that I'm going to do on the inside. So here's how to shut it. You don't have to slam it. Everybody wants to slam them. All you have to do is put your hand here and push in. It's that simple, that easy when you're on the outside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go inside and show you what to do on the inside. Now we're here on the inside, and the only way to do it, a lot of people just take it and they'll slam it, but you're trying to compress air. As this door comes inside, it is actually compressing air. So the easiest way to do it is to open a window, slide that open, and this helps, and then you slam it. See, that actually shut. But the modification we're going to do, I'll probably still open the window, but instead of still having to slam it, I'm going to add a strap to it. This is the strap. And what I'm going to do is pull it up and see where I can reach it when it's almost closed to simulate the same thing we did on the outside. Pull from the back end toward the inside of the camper. So what I'm going to do is somewhere right along in here, let me pull it a little bit forward. I'm going to drill a hole and bolt this bracket to it. And that'll give me a hand strap that I can pull in and pull the door to it. Probably turn that just a little bit. I don't want that hanging over the door, which you've got about an inch clearance anyway. This strap may wipe dirt off the side of my camper as I open it and shut it, but it's not going to damage anything. So somewhere right in that area right there, like that, I'm going to bolt it where I can have a pull. I'll probably angle it about like this, and I'll pull it in when I shut the door, simulating the same thing we did on the outside. The first thing we have to do is to pop this panel off. There are little grommets here that have little pop-in covers, and you have to have a real small screwdriver to pop those off. And then I've got Phillips head screwdrivers. I got one long one and I got one short one. I'll show you here in just a second to get in behind the door on the right hand side. If you leave it kind of open, you got just enough room for that small screwdriver to get in there to get those 3 screws out. And there's the insulation that's on the inside of that door panel. The blue square insulation looking things actually has a wire or a cable going through it that controls your opening of the door and making sure the sensors are there. So you need to feel up behind the back of the panel and make sure there's nothing up in there before you do any kind of drilling and verifying that's the perfect location that you want to do your hole. So what I got is I got it marked a little bit where I'm going to drill my hole. And I've got a small drill bit. It's just small enough to drill a pilot hole. And what I'm going to do is drill it right there in my area that I want to drill. I had to add a little light because it's kind of dark in here. Don't hit your plastic. This is some real thin sheet metal. Now I'm getting my 3/8 inch drill bit. And we're going to take it easy with it because it will grab when it goes through. Part of my wife says she don't want to watch, and I really don't want to either. I'm going to get a paper towel to catch these chips. So I'm going to drill a little bit and clean chips and drill a little bit and clean chips. That's what I was talking about is a grabby drill bit. It did grab it. All right, we got our hole. The next thing I'm doing is I do have a carriage boat, which has a hex head. And what I'm doing is I'm taking a file I got from the hardware store because the strap I have had a round hole, and I needed something to hold this boat from turning and have a good, smooth, aesthetic look on top and not have a big, bulky looking nut on top. So what I'm doing is I'm actually filing out a square hole where it used to be round, and I've almost got it. It's took me about, I don't know, 15 minutes, I guess, maybe 20 so far. And I got a little touch up to do, and then we'll be ready to fit her in the, put her in the camper. And now we have our square peg in a round hole. Everybody said you can't do it, but you can if you got a file. So we have our strap. We have washers. This is, like I said, a big washer to go on the back. And I got two other washers go behind it. And then I have a 3/8 nylock locking nut to go on the end of that. So I'll stack these up to make this a good thick surface to pull on because that sheet metal is thin. And I'll watch that to make sure that it don't bulge any. If it does, I'll put a plate of steel back there to hold it up, make sure it don't come out. So we're gonna start installing. And in the hole, nylock nut started. Okay. Ratchet with a long extension. So, yep. I have to go get me an assistant wrench to hold that, keep them turning. So while I was in there, I also went ahead and got a swiveled joint for my ratchet because it's kind of at an angle up in there. Do that. I'm gonna put some tape around this buckle. Just something there to protect it a little bit. Get my ratchet up in there. My nut. Just channel lock. All right, got her in there. Got her on there. There's my pull strap. Let's test it. There it is. Shuts good. Don't rub. Everything's good. Like we'll call it a good install. I got to put the panels back on, put the screws on. We're done. All right, so got the panel close to where the door was, and we'll put the top two middle screws in first, and then we'll go around. One here. Get it started good. Get another one started good. Don't tighten any of these up till you get all your screws started, and then you tighten them all up. All right, final thing we got to do is put these little plastic pieces back in, and we just pop them in. Just don't lose them. just like that. Okay, we have it all the little grommets put in, covers back on. We did talk about some insulation. We may see if we can find some, and I may go back into this panel and put different kind of insulation in there. We didn't have any issue with the camper being warm or cold last year. Cold in the summertime, warm in the winter. I mean, it'd run you out of here in the wintertime. So let's try this, see what it does. Oh man, that's a lot better, a lot easier, and a lot quieter. Your neighbors in your campground, when you shut your door, are going to really appreciate it. If you enjoyed our video, please select the subscribe and the like button below. To get to our next video, select one of the tabs. Comments are always welcome.